Welcome to the next Champion Data review and road test where we've got the HJC V90 with us for testing. This is a retro modular helmet from HJC built to give you style and convenience, but how will it perform out on the road? To answer the question, we've given the helmet to our test rider, sent him on his way with our measuring instruments, and he's brought back loads of interesting data for noise, ventilation, and more. So let's get rolling. Sebastian from Champion Helmets here, and the HJC V90 is a fresh face in the retro market for more reason than one. Not only is it HJC's first foray into the segment of the market, but it is one of the first modular helmets we've come across here. Touring modular helmets are a classic, and modular adventure helmets aren't too far removed from this either, but a retro modular is certainly new and interesting, and we're excited to try it out on the road. Another added bonus of the V90 is that it is coming in at a recommended retail price of about 320 euros or $390 US, which means that it is also one of the most budget-friendly retro helmets currently out there. This means that the HJC will be competing with the Shoei Glamster, Arai Concept X, Bell Bullet Deluxe, and the Bell Eliminator. So let's take a deep dive into those specs and performance. As we head into the V90, don't forget to check out and subscribe to the rest of our YouTube channel to keep up to date on our latest Champion Data reviews and road tests, where we bring you the facts. The HJC V90 features a full fiberglass outer shell offered in two outer shell sizes, spanning XS to L and XL to XXL. While fiberglass is the main material of choice among most retro helmets thanks to its excellent strength and low weight, we were hoping for more than two shell sizes. This and the fact the helmet is only P certified are going to be where HJC have been able to save on costs. The helmet comes with an intermediate oval fit and comes in weighing in at about 1,550 grams or 3 pounds 7 ounces, which is actually very good for a modular helmet. It's also coming in only 50 grams heavier than the Arai Concept X, which is positive overall. Though it is still coming in as the heaviest of our retro competitors overall, this is standard for modular helmets due to the added chin bar mechanism. But what extra features have HJC managed to pack inside? Inside, the helmet features a full, moisture-wicking, antibacterial, removable, and washable liner, which is already a solid foundation. But what really helps the V90 stand out is the fact that not only does it include a groove for glasses, but it is even prepared for the smart HJC Bluetooth communication system. So while the Concept X includes speaker pockets, the V90 takes this a step further by allowing you to seamlessly fit the smart system, which is definitely one way to bring retro helmet design into the 21st century. To take a look at the interior EPS, we first need to remove the inner padding, and the cheek pads on either side are held in with a set of snaps and inserts, and you can also see the helmet has a micrometric chin strap, which also sets it apart from its mostly double D-ring competition. The crown pad is then held in with two snaps at the back and a set of inserts along the forehead, and it has a nice fabric suede feel to it. With everything out now, we can get a good look at those speaker pockets and EPS grooves, which are actually very deep, which suggests that they will flow a strong level of air, though we'll be testing and measuring this to make sure. Moving on to the visor, the HJC helmet is coming with a classic bubble shield to really bring home that vintage look, and it has the added benefit of giving you a great field of view. Though this style choice does come with the drawback that the visor is only anti-fog treated, and it does not come with a pin lock. Nonetheless, it has a solid set of detents, and you can open it up to a cracked position. Another great touring feature that the helmet comes with that its competitors don't include is that it actually has a drop-down sun visor as well, operated by a slider on the side of the helmet, which for touring riders hoping to go long distance is going to come in very handy. To remove the visor, you're going to need a screwdriver or a coin, since this is a retro helmet after all. Then you simply unscrew the two screws on either side and lift off the side panels as well. With those off, you can lift the visor off the helmet, and replacing it is just as easy since you just mount it in the helmet, place the screws and side panels back into place, and then close everything up tightly once more. Lastly, for ventilation, the V90 comes with a single always open vent in the chin bar and a secondary scoop in the brow, which is adjustable. Lastly, hot air will escape out the rear of the helmet through an always open exhaust. Now we can get to the part we've all been waiting for. Let's give the helmet to our rider, and we'll actually be able to see how the V90 performs out on our Champion road test. As we get started with our road test, here's a quick rundown of our setup. On the white monitor on the left, we have the helmet's internal temperature measured from a thermometer placed between the helmet's EPS and the liner. In the middle, we have a decibel meter showing the helmet's internal noise level from a microphone placed near our rider's ear. On the right, we have a telephone showing the day's average airspeed on the helmet from a bike-mounted anemometer. In the middle on the dash, we have our rider's speed and the day's exterior temperature. We perform all our tests on long stretches of highway at 130 km per hour, and we take averages over time. Now we get to the part we've all been waiting for. Let's give the helmet to our rider, and we'll actually be able to see how the V90 performs out on our Champion road test. When we tested out the HJC V90, we had a great day for testing with the day's average airspeed at about 110 to 130 km per hour, which is our ideal testing range. And the day's exterior temperature was at about 9 degrees Celsius. We then had air entering the helmet through a vent in the chin bar, another adjustable air inlet in the brow, and that hot air escaped out the rear exhaust. The results of this ventilation system was a temperature of 12 degrees Celsius or 54 Fahrenheit on the inside of the helmet. So that was a 2.5 degree difference. This places the V90 a little bit at the lower end of the spectrum in terms of our retro helmet ventilation performances, since the Bell Bullet Deluxe and the AGV X3000 come in as our main top ventilating retro helmets. But the V90 slightly does beat out the Eliminator, since it hovered around the 2.5 degree mark while on our road test. As far as noise, the V90 came in at 100 decibels for noise, which is excellent and really shows that touring modular design showing through. This actually makes it the quietest retro helmet that we've tested out, and it definitely beats the Arai Concept X and the Bell Eliminator at their 106 to 104 decibel performances. Though we still have the Glamster and the Bullet and the X3000 all coming in at about the average mark of 102 decibels. Overall, our rider from the V90 did surprisingly well, considering that this is HJC's first helmet in this segment. He found that though the ventilation was not as effective as hoped, it was still both comfortable and quite quiet. This is not surprising though, considering that the helmet is coming with that modular touring design. As far as features, the V90 brings a fair balance for a retro helmet though. Though it is not dual homologated for riding with the chin bar open on the road, it does bring a great level of communication system options since it fits the HJC Smart Bluetooth system series. It also has a glasses-friendly fit and a decent interior liner. So, fairly positive results overall, but how many stars will the V90 be able to earn? Now we can see how many stars the V90 earns. For material with a fiberglass outer shell and 2 outer shell sizes, the helmet earns 3 stars. For weight, with a result of 1,550 grams on our scale, the helmet earns 4 stars. Since the visor is anti-fog treated but requires a screwdriver to remove, the V90 earns 3 stars. However, with a 100 decibel result, it comes back once more with a result of 4 stars for noise. With a 2.5 degree difference to the outside, the V90 earns itself 2.5 stars. For comfort, it didn't quite match the AGV X3000, though it still did well, earning it 3.5 stars. Lastly, for features, since the helmet was not dual homologated, though it still brought great communication system options, it earns 2.5 stars. Overall, this brings the V90 to a total of 3.2 stars at 14 euros per star, making it a great value for money option as well. But we still have one question remaining. How does the V90 do against its competitors when we factor its price into its final score? Before seeing what the V90's final score is, we first need to rank it alongside our retro competitors. We've done this by ranking our helmets according to the average star score and their euro per star score, and then given each a weighting. With this overall rank, we can then determine the price quality reward for the helmet with our formula. So the V90 comes in first here with a reward of 3.3 stars. This means that as far as price quality, or price versus quality, the V90 manages to not only beat the AGV X3000, but the Bell Bullet Deluxe as well. And these two helmets are among the most recognizable in the retro segment. This shows that even in the retro part of the market, HJC are living up to their reputation of offering fantastic performance and quality at great prices. So with this over with, let's see how this affects the helmet's final score. Thanks to its bonus of 3.3 stars, the V90 comes in with a final score of 7.3 at 14 euros per star. This means that it narrowly beats the Bell Bullet Deluxe, also at 7.3, thanks to the HJC V90's improved value for money. Nonetheless, the Glamster also finishes quite close in this segment with a final score of 7.1, putting these helmets in very close proximity to each other as our top 3 retro helmets. The X3000 also finishes pretty close here with a final score of 6.8, though its poor visor and feature scores did bring it down slightly. Either way, we have some very interesting results here, though the V90 definitely performed beyond our expectations for the helmet. The HJC V90 is certainly a memorable retro entry. By bringing solid HJC design, modular touring features, and a retro styling, we definitely have an interesting helmet with an even more interesting set of results. And if you're looking for more of these types of road tests and data, then make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on our latest tests of the latest helmets. If you have any questions, you can always leave them down below where we'll answer them. And lastly, don't forget to check out our bundle deals on the helmet on our web shop where you can pick up extra visors or comm systems at a discount. I'm Sebastian from Champion Helmets, and see you next time.